All right, so this is for the magazine, and the question was about the top, that the horma, the pattern of this top. For example, this example here, this guitar is another shape to this one. This is much bigger on the sides and also on the upper part. In fact, if you see it from here, you can appreciate the difference of the design, let's say, that the top has. This one, well, especially because before guitars used to be very narrow or smaller, like these two, for example, here, smaller. This is already a bit bigger than the traditional one, but it's more to the traditional size, while this one here, the 1948 Marcelo Barbero, and there will be some Santos Hernandez models also with this kind of top, with a bigger top. And this is because of the position, the posture to play it changed everything, and this marvelous idea of Paco to try to search the deepness, the quality in the tone with a guitar made with flamenco measurements, but with what was used only for classical guitars before Paco, right? Because originally flamenco guitars were only made of cypress, so this negra concept about the wood of the sides, this is something that Paco introduced, and it's a very interesting topic. But this is about the size of the top, and then we will see some details about this thing, how it practically applies to our playing, etc. All right, so the thing is that with the smaller top, this was the only traditional guitar before Paco de Lucia was with cypress or a clear wood on the back and sides. The back and sides, as opposed to negra, which is called negra, this thing, negra or dark wood on the back and sides. But this one here was played like this, holding it with the right arm, not with the left, to make cause injuries by keeping it with the thumb there. So it's very light, and it was designed to play that kind of stuff. Then that was not much developed to the higher positions, either third, fourth, so to speak, or even the second position. Right? We call first position from the first to the fourth fret on the left hand, second position from the fifth to the eighth, and third position from the ninth to the 12th, and etc. from 13 up. It's the fourth. So Paco himself says in the documentary that he changed it to the cross leg, and put the guitar more horizontal, because then he can develop another zone of the guitar. So this has to do, the technique, now it changed. Paco revolutionized this thing. And I will put a link there in the description of this video to show how that is. And of course, if you have seen the documentary Paco de Lucia, the only true innovator of flamenco contemporary guitar, you will find also how the guitar changed because of his technique. And as being this divided in halves, if this half is very much bigger, this is much more comfortable to keep the balance of the arm. So this guitar was to play like this, or of course you can play it also like this, right? But the smaller top is, like we can say, not so easy to grab when you use a guitar with this bigger pattern. Like we can compare both patterns. This is the big one, this yellow, and this red is less big, right? Both are made, but this is bigger. And this will help you, because you can, first of all, look at this. Now, this is not to play like this. This has to be played preferably, right? And here I can move the arm so well because of this fact that it gives me more chance to grab it this way and to get a balance. forrasgueos and all that, we embrace from here. Here as well, if you find, well, Paco is big, a bit tall, and therefore the guitar that was in those days, back in the day, involved either, for example, Domingo Esteso 1920 or these kind of guitars were very small top. The shape of the top is very small compared to these ones. So here, the main concept as innovated by Paco de Lucia changed the way the guitar is played, of course. Because you need to put it horizontally.